We are set to go, ladies and gentlemen, people around the world. Welcome to the weekly beer and video review show. I'm your host, Travel Man Dan, and get ready for an awesome episode. We have some great beers to go ahead and review. We got some fun stuff to talk about, and we got another jam-packed show of, well, we don't know what's going on. So I hope you're doing good. I hope that you had a good week. Let me go ahead and let you know what we're doing here. If you're new to the show and you've never been here before, that's right. It's the weekly beer and video review show, and that's what we do here. We review two beers. We got some great beers today. We're going to talk about them in just a regular blue-collar way. That's right. Me and my other host, we're just two regular guys who love beer. So, with that being said, we're also going to be reviewing the videos that came out on my channel last week and previewing the videos that are coming out this week. So, welcome, Frank. Welcome, Jens. Welcome, Drunatek. Welcome. If you're new to this channel, that's what we do, all crammed in there. We have a bunch of fun little segments like What Would You Rather? We got another segment called Show and Tell, sorry. And we have a fun stuff. What are you reading? What are you watching? What are you listening to? So that's what we do here, guys. If you're new, check it out. You're going to absolutely love it. Please let me know down in the comments how you're doing. Hey, what's up, Christopher Rizzo? Thank you. I am a true Clippers fan. I started watching them years ago. They came from Buffalo, so I support them out here. Never lived in a city before with a pro basketball team, so it was only fitting that I root for the Clips. If you're a returning guest, I see Drunatics here. I see Frankie. I see Have Trolling. I see Jens. Thank you so much for joining us. We're definitely very appreciative each and every week that you come out here and support us and have some beers with us. And, well, I keep saying us. You guys know him as the Test Bunny. I know him as Nate. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring in my co-host for the show. Welcome, Nate. All right. Nate, what's that? Eagles and Giants. Oh,
hold on. You did not read that correctly. Eagles and what?
The Nats.
Boom.
Is it Gnats?
It's Nats. And so for those of you who are unfamiliar, I'm an Eagles fan, and we are playing the Giants this week, which is a bitter rivalry. The Eagles should win this game. However, it is a bitter rivalry, so it depends on who shows up today. So as you all know, I've been rooting for Eagles losses. Today, I'm actually going to root for a win.
Oh, I like that. First of all, Carlos, thank you very much for the support. You the man. And he calls him Nasty Nate. You might have you got a new moniker. All right. Welcome. Hey, Anthony Quinn. How do you say that, Anthony?
You just call him Quince.
Quince. Is that your buddy?
Yeah, he is one of my friends. He is.
All right. Quince. Chewy won't do it. I don't think he will.
By the way, Quince is a rabid Patriots fan.
Oh, no, Quince. Right off the bat, I like you. No, not so much. Hey, Aquanuts. Welcome. I'm a diehard Bills fan, but good to have everybody here. Danny, you look so good. You have lost all the belly. Oh, wait, go back to that one, please. Can you? I like how you skimmed over that one. Okay, you look so good. Congrats. All right, lost all the belly weight. Congrats on both, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Walking and belly gone. That's right. Just in a few days. All right. The belly is gone.
I don't know about gone.
I don't know about gone either, but definitely something happened. I think I lost. I'm not even kidding you. I probably lost a couple pounds over the last 3 days. I feel really weird. It's not as bloated. Maybe that's it. Anyway, enough about the belly talk. Nate, good to have you here. We got some fun beers to go ahead and review. Let's dive right into the first one. What do you say?
Let's do it. Which one are we doing first? I'm kind of in the dark here.
Well, it's from Germany. I'll tell you that, guys. And I'm really excited about this one. Yeah, because I've never tried one of these before. So this one is kind of a new step for me. It's a type of a beer. It comes from a place in Germany, and Nate's going to break it down with the knowledge in a little bit. But, guys, I'm talking about the Bitburger Radler, the Lemon Radler. Check it out, guys. There it is. Bitburger brings
big can, like the big can. So you're getting 16 ounces, super light beer.
You don't think this is heavy? I'm guessing that this is going to be really, really dark.
The color,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to look like piss.
Hey, well, let me tell you a little bit about it. The Bitburger is basically a mixture of beer and juice. So in this case, being lemon, they have added lemonade. It even says on the can, I think, Nate, doesn't it?
Yeah, it probably does. And just so most of you know, German lemonade is going to be quite significantly more tart and sour than what our lemonade would be, which I think I'd probably like that better. We probably put too much sugar in our lemonade.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we use that country time, right?
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know if they use country time in Germany, but I thought I saw lemon. Yeah, this is it. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my lighting in the studio here, but this is the lemon. Okay, check it out. I can't pull focus. I'm not sure.
I like the can.
Yeah, I do too. We'll get into that in a little bit, but let's go ahead and what are you already drinking?
It's a different thing.
No. All right. Well, this is a 3 beer review. All right. So here we go. We put lemon in our Sugarade. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open, Nate. The Radler from Bitburger. Yo. The man is in the house. Tenacious Freak.
Wow. Wait till you smell this, dude. What's up, Freak?
Oh, man.
It is super, super, super lemony. I mean,
wow.
you know how sometimes you get those IPAs and they tell you it's a lemon IPA?
Yeah.
Right? You can smell it. You smell a bit of rind. This literally smells like lemonade.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can always tell on like the Imperial IPAs, I can tell the waft of hoppiness. But when you crack this sucker open, there is a ton of lemon fragrance coming out of it.
Love that.
Let's go ahead and pour it. I was just chopping with you.
It's gonna be super clear. Look at that. I mean, it's literally like peeing in a pool. No head.
I don't pee in pools, dude.
I do. No head.
It's got a little
head at all, actually. Look at that thing.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. I give you both credit for trying the fruit beers. Not my game. Much respect. Well, Frank, this isn't your typical fruit beer. This, like I said, is a mixture of lemonade with beer. I think it's a 60-40 lemonade.
That smell is just crazy. You know what it smells like? It smells like a key lime pie.
Yeah, I can. Let me see. Yeah, I'm getting a strong waft of lemon. Just put my nose here. Hey, you can see it's super light. It's got a nice, like, tiny little bit of hue of hint going on in there. Let's go ahead and cheers this one up. Taste it. This is the Radler. Cheers, Nate.
Cheers.
Oh, come on, man.
It's juice.
That is illegal, dude.
I mean, we all have to be conscious here. It's 2.5%. Okay.
Wow.
So there's a very particular reason for this beer, right?
Yeah.
It's not something that you could drink a lot of them. Like, it's so light, you can drink this all day long without any issue.
Yeah,
but it's really light.
My analysis on the first sip is very well. The thing that you're going to probably run into before you get drunk with this beer is a stomach ache. It's really sugary. It's very really lemony.
Very carbonated.
It's very carbonated. There's a lot of sweetness going on in it. It's definitely not a full-flavored anything beer. It's more of a juice. It's more of a lemonade. Interesting taste. Maybe if you don't like beer and you don't like alcohol, but you like the effects of alcohol and you like what beer does to you, you might want to try one of these. Maybe you're a really light drinker. I think the Radler is probably a good beer for somebody that is very, very light on their feet.
Well, you know, there's you have those, for instance, the Taiwan beers, right, where they come in different flavors. It's a grapefruit. It's a peach, it's a white grape, it's all this different kind of stuff. The whole idea is to be an entry-level cocktail or beer for people that aren't really necessarily drinkers. This is what that is. You know, like, you know, if you're someone that's not a big boozer, which is a great thing, one of these will do the trick.
Yeah, definitely. Hey guys, This is made by the company called Bitburger in Bitburg, Germany. Bitburger, Germany. Okay.
Yep.
So let me go ahead and take you on a little brewery tour. We're going to do things a little bit different. Last week, I gave you guys a video. This week, we're going to go back to the old picture on the screen. I want you to let me know down in the comments which one you liked better. Did you like the video, or did you like how I take you through the brewery picture by picture and kind of spot things out? Yeah, the videos are cool, but sometimes when you're looking at something, then the video flips to the next picture and you're not able to kind of take a look that you want to. So let me know down in the comments what you like better. Well, let's go on a little brewery tour here, Nate.
Yes, Frank, I am a lemon fan.
All right, here it is, guys. This is the Bitburger. There it is, 200 years ago. Look at those fine chaps brewing a little beer. Look at the brick building. I love all that extra stuff going on there. They got the barrels of beer that they brewed. They're all dressed up. Even the little kids are dressed up in the lower right-hand corner.
Look at the font on those barrels. It's just beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, man. I mean, just everything about it is really kind of cool. The little bowler hat from the guy in the front, in center, just really cool vintage picture. Really like that. Picture by picture, says Frank. Okay, there is the man that started the old Bitburger. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's very German. Nate, can you help me with that one?
Yeah, his name's Bitburger.
His name is Bitburger. Very, very easy. Okay, I mean, he's got a couple of things going on in there. If you take a look, he's got the slick back hair, but he's also grown the bushy sideburns. Okay, like
he's the original burger boy.
He is the original burger boy, and I love that what he's got going on with that suit thing. It's like a pop collar with a bow tie.
Dude, I can wear that to work tomorrow.
And the vest, yeah, that's great. Bitburger, you the man. Okay. So now this picture right here, if you see, this is the Castinger. You can see up in the top of that building. It's a brewery that Bitburger took over and bought. All right, I want a Mickey Mouse house instead. Well, don't you worry. Because we got something for you later, Drew, to take. But you can see they're a pretty big production now. They definitely put out a lot of beers, and they get out there and they, do their thing. But look at the inside of that thing. That is beautiful. That is really nice. That's
a really nice beer hall. It's kind of like, you know how a lot of beer halls they're traditional in nature. This one looks a bit contemporary, a little bit mid-century, if you will. I really like that. I'd like to hang out in there and have about 12.
Yeah, that's a really nice place. That's the hardwood down to the tables. That there is at the Bitburger like central corporate offices. All right, moving on to the next one, and we take a look. This was their original label. Okay, Dan, are you going to dress in Bitburger aerograph? Yes, that's a great idea, Frank. I have a couple of dress-up nights coming up this month. Oh, that place looks so cool. Yeah, we need to check that out. But there you see it. It's Simon Brower, the original logo, the guy that created it, and that's really all that I have on Bitburger. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the little tour, the little walkthrough of Bitburger. As you can see, it's a little bit easier to go ahead and talk and show you guys stuff and then be able to talk about it. But now Nate has got the website pulled up and take us a little bit through the website, Nate, so we can get familiar.
Yeah, I mean, it's very simple. The Bitburger brand itself, they don't have a ton of offerings. They really kind of just, I'll take you through right here. It has the beers. You can see they've got 3 beers. One of them is non-alcoholic. So they got their premium Pilsner, and they have their Radler that we're trying right now. These are under their premium classics. Then they do have seasonals, which again is only 2. So if you really look at the beers that actually have alcohol in them, there's only 4. So I find it to be quite interesting. Their website's super easy to navigate. It tells you a little bit about their history. This brewery was founded back in 1817, which means it's well over 200 years old. It's got some staying power. It talks about their hops here. If you wanted to get onto the website, hops are an interesting thing. Each region is kind of like wine in a way. You can only get certain hops in certain areas. And those hops are probably what fuel the flavor overall for the Bitburger beers. You can see they've done some brewing friendships. Sierra Nevada is a beer that we're all very familiar and comfortable with here in the States, is an exceptional craft type distributor. And you can see that they've done some pairings with them in the past, talks about recipe ideas. It's just a cool website. I think everybody should check it out when you get an opportunity.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, how do I get there, whatever, always down in the description after the show, you can always find the link. Going back to a couple comments. Thanks, Frank. I'm glad you enjoyed the tour. You explain it. Yes, absolutely. I've tried the regular one. In Germany from the tap. It is wonderful. I really like it. German beer. And basically, that brings us to Greg's comment right here, guys. I want to let you know directly after the show. So whatever time we finish, 15 minutes later, you're going to go ahead, and if you want, you can email me your email address, and I'll send you what you need to look for. Or you go to this site, youexplainit.com, but I have to send you the link. You have to sign up a little bit. So there's a little bit that you have to do, but like I said, this is for my friend's beta test for his new software. It's kind of like he and his team created something like Zoom. So it's really important that we get out there and help them out and test it and stuff. If you want, of course, we can always have another beer. It'll take place 15 minutes after the show. If you don't feel comfortable sending me your email, I completely understand. You don't have to tell me. I get it. I totally get it. If you want to, you can go to my Facebook, you can go to my Instagram, or you can go to my email and just send it to me. Send me your email. My email right now, I'll put it up there right now. I don't care if someone wants to email me. It's all over the internet anyway, but there is my email, guys. It is DannySaleh@yahoo.com. So if you want, send me. I'm comfortable sending it. Thanks, Frank. Yeah, it would be a big help to Greg. We'd really appreciate that if you can do it. If not, no problem at all. Nate, how you enjoying the Radler?
I like it. I was actually wondering if you wanted me to bring up a little bit of history on the Radler. I can do it real quickly.
You know what, man? It's such a strange and obscure taste, but it's so familiar because it tastes like juice. Like, is this a beer? Like, what the hell is a Radler, right? Like what is a Radler? Talk us through.
Well, so I went kind of Googling, trying to figure out exactly if there was, it's not that difficult to figure out a Radler is. It's anywhere between 40 to 60% either beer and or juice. So you can see here, it says, I kind of like that. This says here, what the hell is a Radler? Well, the history of the Radler, behind the Radler, is almost as zany as half beer, half fruit soda concoction itself. And it kind of takes you through a little bit here, the history of it. There's something called a shandy, which we do hear a lot about here in the States.
Is that British?
No, yes. And a shandy is the same as a Radler, right? So a Radler was originated in Germany, and a shandy would be originated in the UK. So here's a couple of examples of shandies or Radlers that you can drink. This Steigl one right here, I see it everywhere. Super popular with the grapefruit flavor. Yeah. Even there's some local American offerings here from Boulevard. They have a ginger lemon Radler that's a little bit heavier of ABV. Just so you guys know, the alcohol by volume content on these beers is usually exceptionally low. That's because they're taking a beer, 16 ounces worth, if you will, and only 8 of that's going to be actual beer and 8 of it's going to be juice. So by, just common sense, it's going to lower the ABV. So cool. I thought this was pretty interesting to talk a little bit about what a Radler is. Essentially, it's nothing to be nervous about. It's a fruit juice plus a beer concoction. That's pretty much all it is.
Yeah, it's good. And I love this right here. Frank says, Radler, shandy. I always learned in the show. That's very nice. And if we could provide 1% better each time, and we can give a little bit of value while entertaining you, super happy. Love to hear that. Carlos Z, that's what I'm thinking with this one. This one is really good. Literally, if you're at a beach volleyball game, right? You're out there and you're going to be drinking. You want a bunch of lemonades, you want a bunch of grapefruits and raspberries, but you also want the effects of booze and beer. So you might want to check out a Radler. You could probably find it at more of your premium stores. I definitely already suggest trying this one. It's got a great taste to it, really enjoying it, and really feeling like I'll probably get more of these as I go to the lake a little bit later when it starts warming up again. This is kind of like, Nate, I have a kayak now, and I live at the mountains and the lakes and stuff, so I'm going to be doing a lot more kayaking on the lake. This is something like where you grab a 6-pack and your little work, lunch pail, and you go out and you kayak with.
So do you actually like it? Do you see that there's a place for this type of beer, depending on your setting?
I do, and Frank says a beach volleyball game, a great metric. Yes, I do. I really, what I see this one is. I feel like this one's really good for like a daytime drinking and eating, because sometimes you don't want to like you go after a golf game or you're meeting like a brunch or something like that, and you want to sit down, you want to have a beer, but sometimes beer can really slow you down, especially if you have 3 beers at lunch, right? And then you got something to do, but you want something sweet with your burger or your lunch or whatever. I feel like this is a perfect complement to any type of lunch.
I do feel like it needs a shot of vodka in it.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, it's so light, it doesn't really taste like you're drinking anything. It does taste like you're drinking a lemonade.
I love it. Anthony says the kayak beer. Get that on sponsorship. Yeah, we're gonna try it out, Anthony. I'm gonna definitely give it. My wife and dad the kayak beer. Yeah, it's I really like kayaking. I did a lot with my little brother back on the Finger Lakes, but I haven't done it recently. Yeah, around the world there. Yeah, that's awesome. That's pretty cool, Jordan Tech. Anyway, moving on. I'm back in Las Vegas. I'm back in Los Angeles. I had a great time in Vegas, Nate. Thank you for hosting me. Cheers to you, pal.
Oh, cheers. Thank you for coming.
Bing. We watched the Bills game. The Bills looked great on Thanksgiving. It was a fantastic game. One thing that I like to say, though, because we just got over Thanksgiving, and I don't know if you feel this way or if a lot of you guys feel this particular way, but it's a very weird thing, and I enjoyed our Thanksgiving dinner. I thought it was awesome, but as of the last couple years, I'm really starting not to enjoy Thanksgiving food as much. I don't know what it is. It's just something about it. Like, the turkey is really dry, and I like stuffing, but I feel bloated, super bloated afterwards. The green bean casserole just knocks you out. They're good, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm starting to turn a corner where before I used to absolutely love Thanksgiving food. I particularly like more like pastas and raviolis and stuffed shells and stuff like that. Yeah, what do you think, Nate? You into Thanksgiving food?
I don't know. I've been singing that tune for a long time. I find it to be overrated food, but it's traditional. So I'm also kind of okay with tradition. I understand why we eat it, but yeah, I agree. There has to be a way to kind of elevate that food from. It's just too starchy. Like the whole thing when they say, "Oh, the tryptophan puts you to sleep." I don't think that's the case. I think it's the 2 pounds of mashed potatoes and green bean casserole I ate that put me to sleep.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
They've actually done reviews, and I've read reviews over that whole tryptophan thing when it came out 15 years ago and stuff like that. And because you always had like 1 or 2 really knowledgeable friends that would say like this word tryptophan, and then it became this buzzword, right? It was really popular when the internet came out. But to be honest with you,
the internet came out.
They done studies, and there isn't the amount of tryptophan that would make you sleepy.
Yeah, it's not. It's just traces that, and you would literally have to inject it into yourself for it to really work. But again, it's not my favorite food. Doesn't mean I won't eat it. I'll eat it, right? I'll eat it once a year. But I'll tell you what I'll never do in like mid-June is say, let's roast a turkey.
You see,
Never.
And I love turkey sandwiches, but I like
sure,
black peppered sliced turkey, whatever. Anyway. that's my thought on Thanksgiving food. Great time. One thing I do want to do definitely talk to you guys about is the weekly beer and video review show might either have a special edition. I ate Thanksgiving and food California 2 times now. Awesome. But we have a really fun show coming up sometime in December towards Christmas. My buddy's got a Buffalo Bills school bus, like a mini short bus, school bus. It's all decorated, whatever. And he is going to pick us up, and we're going to do from the school bus live, and we're going to be driving around Kenmore, picking up various people and friends of mine, where we finish off at a bar or at the high school, and it's going to be a live interactive show where I pick people up in Kenmore, bring them on the school bus, have them as guests. It's going to be a fun riot. I'm looking forward to it, so stay tuned for that towards the end of next month, just right around Christmas. We don't know if we're going to be able to land it on a Sunday because the Bills play the Patriots, and it looks like it's going to be a very, very important game. But we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know as we near closer.
Sounds fun.
What's it? Yeah, hopefully you're going to be there, my man.
I'm going to try to be there. I'm trying to make an appearance in Buffalo. I've been there once before. After picking up Danny, we were on a road trip to Kutztown University. Do you remember that trip?
I do remember that.
Rocco.
Hey, Rocco. Good morning. Awesome. Hey. Yes, I remember when you're there, but this should be really fun, especially if you can make it, because we're going to be doing a couple of brewery tours. A couple of things I want to hop on to real quick. Physio is getting good. I'm walking in a little bit better each day. So thanks for asking, guys. Yes. Are you accepting visitors? Absolutely, Frank. You are always welcome. Anybody is always welcome. And, it's going to be a good time. We'd love to have you. Like I said, we're going to be already locked down Stoneyard Brewing. We're going to be doing a video with them. We're also going to be going into the Thin Man Brewery, which is another brewery that invited me over the weekend to come and visit them. So I'm looking forward to that. So fun stuff, good news. Speaking of good news, Nate, you ready for some good news?
Let's do it.
Hey, Coach Cordola, you're going to love this one. Are you still there? Rocco, are you still here? He's going to love this one. If you're just hopping on the show, this is what we're drinking. It is the Bitburger Radler. It's a lemon-infused beer. No, it's not a lemon-infused beer. It's a beer and lemonade. Thanks, Have Trolling. Okay, I don't know if Rocco is here, but Rocco is also a high school football coach in California. And today is good news. I want to bring this up. Nate, I'll control it from here. Check this out, guys. This is really, really good news. Okay. Now I want to pull this. Whoop. That wasn't supposed to pop up just yet. All right. Check this out, guys. A high school football team in Riverside, California, it's just outside Los Angeles, is playing a history-making season. Their so far undefeated season is unprecedented, not only because they have just 23 players, but because all of them are deaf. Wow. For the first time in nearly 60 years, California School for the Deaf could watch their varsity football team win the division championship. KCBS reports the record stood at 12-0. I haven't checked. I don't know if they won last night. We can check that in a minute. But they won. They could take the championship if they won last night. The players may not be able to hear whistles or calls, but they can communicate with hand signals and body language. Head coach Keith Adams said it's all about hard work and practice. Check this out. Okay, this is them. I don't know what this kid is playing, what position, whatever, but you can see he's doing hand signals to his coaches and to his teammates. I mean, this is just the coolest story. I think this is just so neat. Love it. Best story around. Yeah, Rocco knows about it. Rocco is a high school football coach. But isn't that amazing? Isn't that inspiring, Nate?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you don't get to hear about challenged individuals like that, and the fact that they're able to go play the game that they love and do it at a high level. It's pretty impressive. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's very inspiring. So anytime you're down on yourself or you're feeling sorry for yourself, you got to come back to things like this and understand that, these young kids who are deaf and they have enough fortitude to continue on to play a sport like football, right? This is a very, a physical sport. You can get really hurt. You can get hurt really bad. So you have to be able to communicate. And the fact that they don't speak and they do it all by using sign language, I find this fascinating. I find this just so many good stories, probably with each individual player and the players' families and the relationship between coach and player and being a former athlete. It's just really, really inspiring. So let that sink in. That's today's good news. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you take time to think about it. And if you want, I'll put down in the description the link where you can read and watch more about it. Yes. Okay. Moving on, Nate. Are you ready? We need more, of course. Yes, exactly, Rocco. We need more good stories. I'll tell you what. Now it's time for show and tell. And staying on the subject of school. Are you ready for this, guys? Are you ready, Nate?
Yes.
All right, staying on the subject of school. This is today's show and tell. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you from 1982 to 1983, my very first report card. There it is. Guys, this is my report card from kindergarten. Check it out. I found this tucked away. And you can see all the different, look at it, get a good look in there. Okay, taking a look at my report card. This is my very first report card. You can see you get a why if, okay, I'll read it to you. Explanation of this report. The purpose of this report is to inform your child's progress through the kindergarten year. Areas left blank have not been stressed during the current period. Okay, looks like I got Y's on everything. Oh, okay, if we look down here in the corner, it gives you absentees. I was absent 10 days of that year. But yeah, this is where it was. I know my name. I know my age. I know how to dress myself. I know my telephone number. I still remember my telephone number. Matter of fact, I still remember probably about the 10 people. HSB, welcome. I still remember about 10 people on my street that I grew up with. I remember all their phone numbers. You see, if you're young and you're watching this show, Travel Man Dan report card. Nate, do you remember when you had to remember people's phone number?
I vaguely, yes, I do. I remember just trying to remember my own. That was a chore in itself. But yeah, we did something where we had a buddy system. We had to figure out our buddy's phone number.
Dude, I still remember BC. I still remember Rick Duffy. I still remember McKissick. I still remember what's it? Oh, dog. Yeah. So anyway, there it is. Look at this. Follows directions. Follows routine directions. Takes responsibility for his or her actions during all three periods. Oh, there's some notes. Evidences and understanding and use of number concept. Knows all capitals, Nate. Knows lower cases. Hears beginning sounds of words. I would say that's a stellar report card coming in from 83. There it is. Nate, show and tell. How do you like that?
Love it. I'm glad I'm not showing mine. I'm sure the scores weren't as good as yours.
I have a feeling yours had a lot more than 10 absences.
I don't know. When I was in kindergarten, I probably was there all the time.
What do you got? Do you have anything to show us and tell us about?
No, I don't, besides this nice little hat.
Okay. Well, it is a hat. It is nice. This is a great feature. Well done. I appreciate it, Frank. All right, guys, let's go ahead and whack this down and start giving it a score. 1983 is Colin. Very good. Here we go. This is the Bitburger Radler.
It's good beer.
Oh, man, it's so good. It's so sweet. It's so lemony. Yeah, it's really like you're drinking an Arnold Palmer.
It really, I mean, yeah, without the tea, it absolutely is.
All right, we're going to get right into it. I'm going to do this part real quick. Taste. I felt like I really liked it. I felt like I didn't even taste 1 ounce of beer, not even the slightest bit of beer. So I feel like for a summer refreshing day, this one could be really good. Do I feel a little buzzed? A little bit. You know, you feel like there's some alcohol in there. Now, you've had a beer before this, but, you know, it definitely feels like you got a little something going on. But not overpowering. I felt like the taste was sweet, it was really good. Definitely will go back to it. 4.0.
Yeah, so 4.0 for me is tough. Knowing that it's supposed to be a beer, I get that it's a Radler. I get that it's 50-50. I love the lemon element. I wish it was just a little bit less sweet and a little bit more beery, I guess is the best way for me to put it. So I'm going to give it a 3.0. I do like it, but it's probably just a little bit sweet for me.
Okay. Price. I feel like for this can, something new, something different. The price was spot on. It was $2.29. That's a good price, especially if you want to try something. I feel like right where it should be. Definitely would buy some more of it. I think it comes in a 4-pack rather than a 6-pack. I could be wrong. I think it comes in a 4-pack, but I felt like the price point was really good. I'm also going to give it a 4.0.
Yeah, so for the price for me, I think it's okay. I think it's average, 3.0.
Okay. The design. Let's take a look at the design. Really like this. Okay. I like the white on yellow with the gold in there. It really pops. And then it shows a bunch of different lemons. So it lets you know what you're drinking. It's got the signature like Radler Bitburger man right there that we showed you. That's pretty cool. Tells you where it's brewed. Very, very nice looking can. I think it's really good. I'm going to give it a score of a 3.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 3.5 too. I like that it's super light looking. There's no real dark colors on here. It's emphasizing the lemons. It's emphasizing how fresh and light that it really is. So for me, I'll go with 3.5 as well.
Yeah, you definitely know what you're drinking with this off of the colors, right?
Yeah,
It's lemon,
sure.
it's light. All right, accessibility. Here's the thing that I wanted to tell you before about Bitburger. It's available in over 30 countries. So they're pretty accessible. They get out there, right? You're going to find it probably in any European country. You're going to find it probably in North America pretty easy. So I feel like the accessibility is pretty good. I feel like that the value that they bring is they brew 3 beers, and that's really cool. So for accessibility, I'm giving them a score of a 3.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3.5 too, just because I don't think it's quite accessible. I mean, 30 countries is a lot, but when you think about 200 plus countries, maybe it's not that much. But yeah, you can get all over America, Europe, I'm sure. I bet Asia has it in central hubs. So 3.5.
Yeah. Okay, so Bitburger, this is to Jen's question right here. It is an import, but there is a Bitburger USA. So, depending where you get it from, if you pretty much see a little bit of English on it, it was probably brewed and bottled and canned here in the United States. You can see like little variations all the time, just slight variations in the can if it's over in Europe. But that's another thing that goes back to the price point. If this was probably brought in from Germany, it would probably be closer to like $3. I would have to guess. I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm guessing. Hey guys, now it's time for the TMD X Factor. Never had a Radler before. I've been in this game for a little bit, drinking my share of booze and beers and all this. Never had a Radler. I've heard of them as of lately. Within the last year or two since I'm doing the show and I'm paying more attention to beers on the shelves, I've heard of it. So for me, it was something new. It was something that I wanted to try. It's something I experienced, and it was a pleasant experience. So just for that, based on that alone, definitely going to give it a good score. I like the Radler. The TMD score is a 4.0.
For me, I'm going to do a 3.0. I do like what they're doing. I like the fact that it's a different type of profile of beer that I think people can kind of enjoy on an early summer afternoon. It just doesn't do it for me overall. When I drink beer, I want to taste beer. I feel like I'm drinking kids' juice. So there's that factor for me.
That's definitely a factor.
It's too light. So for me, I'm not gonna kill it. Like there's a place for it, but 3.0 is my score for the X Factor.
Hey, that's a good X Factor. Total score for me, guys, I'm giving the Radler a 19.
Wow.
The Bitburger 19. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good score. It's a damn good score. I felt like it was good. It wasn't a super novelty, but it was something new, something I wanted to try, and I did not go home disappointed. So the Radler for me gets a 19. Nate, would you give it?
For me, it's a 16.
16.
I think It's a quality beer for what it is. I don't necessarily appreciate what that is. Radlers are not my thing. Shandies are probably not my thing. But they do a good job. They've been around for a very long time. They're a private brewer based out of Germany. I like that. I like their style. I like the can. So for me, 16 overall.
Yeah. You want to text upside down over it. You know, one of the things I want to just put in there just to sprinkle on top is I like the story behind the Radler. Okay, I really do. But moving on, Nate. It's almost time to go to beer, but now let's talk about you're both very fair graders. Credit to you. Thank you. Let's talk about the next thing. We're talking stories, guys. I don't know if you had to check out last week's video. We went back to reading Man Dan, and I read The Winston and the Search for the Missing Apples. This book was a lot of fun for me because it was a friend of mine. It was her friend, and she had told me about it, and I wanted to get it out before the end of this year. I'm going to be making some revisions in 2022 on the channel and with Reading Man Dan. So I just wanted to make sure I get this book inside of this year. Really fun stuff. What I like about this is two people that just left California. They went to Oklahoma. They started a farm. They started a ranch. They knew nothing about it. And they kind of made this book off of their sheer will, and I think that's really exciting. If you haven't checked it out, please do. Like I said, I pointed this out several times. They got the QR code thing where you can go and look at live stuff going on the ranch. It's just a phenomenal, fun story for kids. But also, I like to look at this as a person who is also inspiring because her and her husband went and did what they wanted to do. And I don't think you should ever neglect that in your life. Whatever it is you want to do, you want to start a farm and write children's books, then do it. They did it. Why can't you? All right, moving on. Great story. Looks like a fun book. Thank you very much, guys. Now it's time for the next beer. Are you ready, Nate? Hey.
I am. It's a local one.
Yes, the local, baby. Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, it was just there, guys. This is an interesting beer. I like this beer. It's been sitting in my fridge for a little bit. We bought it on the first haul, but we never got it.
Back in March?
No, actually, I take that back. This beer was given to me by Nate's mom. Okay, Murphrod. Murphrod gave this beer to me. So I'm excited about going ahead and reviewing this. It's a weaker beer. It's 5.0. 5.0. Okay. But it's really cool. It comes from the Big Dog Brewing Company. It is called Big Dog Las Vegas Craft Lager. Look at that. That is pretty bitchin'. Okay. I have no idea why my camera is not auto-focusing, but it's really neat. Here on the can, it says Big Dogs Brewing Company. Brews exceptionally handcrafted beers here in Las Vegas. Like many craft brewers, our passion for great beer is as strong as our support for our community. Enjoy Las Vegas Craft Lager, knowing a portion of the profit will support Keep Memory Alive. That's pretty cool. So they do stuff for brain health. Mm-hmm. Okay, each beer you buy from this company, and they got a little thing over here that says "Keep Memory Alive." Nate, maybe you could show that because mine's not coming up properly. Okay, if you see that's pretty cool. Donations go to keeping memory alive, and that's a really cool, neat cause because you don't really see that a lot. Yeah, my camera is too dark. Yeah, my camera's drunk. That's what he said. But anyway, let's go ahead and try it out. It's made in Las Vegas. Here we go. Let's go crack this sucker open.
It's going to be yellow.
What's that?
Yellow, grassy, grainy.
Yeah. Very normalized smell. Ain't nothing going on in there that you not expecting. Very standard smell, I would say, Nate.
Yeah, it's pretty. It smells like a Michelob or something.
Nothing wrong with a Michelob. That's for damn sure. All right, let's go ahead and pour this in and give it a try. It's going to look just as light as that Radler, probably.
It's almost as light as the Radler.
I think it might even be lighter.
I mean, but remember, listen, not every beer is going to have complexity, is going to have a backbone. It's just not, that's just not the way it is. There's got to be beers out there that are just for drinking beer, right? Not searching for pine notes or grapefruit or lemonade. This is just a straight up malty beer offering from Big Dogs.
It's craft lager. Yeah. Beautiful looking. Jen said, "Who let the dogs out? Who? I said, "Who let the dogs out? Who? Go ahead, Nate. Who let the dogs out? Who?
Woo.
All right, Nate, cheers. I'm getting
Cheers,
a little bit
dude.
of banana bread smell.
Something's yeasty.
Ooh.
Sour.
Yeah, really weird.
Is that because I didn't cleanse my palate from the Radler? Like that's pretty sour.
That's really, really sour. Yes, I am saying Lunatic. I will stop immediately. Yeah, there's something going on there when you first grasp hold of that. When the beer first touches my lips and starts to go down, I feel a very clean, a very fresh feeling. But then as it gets deeper into my taste buds and I take the actual gulp and swallow, I got a very uncomfortable, weird swallow to it. And that very well could be the Radler still on my tongue. I'm not really sure. It's quite sour, but the fact that Nate also tasted that could be the beer, could be that we both had a Radler. I'm not really sure. Nate, what's your first impression of the Big Dog craft lager?
Yeah, I wouldn't get it again. Now we'll see what happens after I finish it. Maybe I'll grow to like it, but I don't know. Nothing exceptional about it at all. Just tastes like a lager. I don't even taste any craft element. Just tastes like a lager to me.
Yeah, it definitely, we're going to have to drink the whole thing to give it our honest opinion. But first sip, I am not really impressed. It kind of threw me back a little bit. Let me take you on a little tour. Let me take you guys on a little tour of the Big Dog Brewery, guys. This is in Las Vegas. This is the Big Dog Brewery. And it looks like a cool place. As a matter of fact, it looks like an awesome place. And for some reason, it's not on here.
We don't have any pictures of the Big Dog Brewery.
Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, guys. Sorry about that. But don't you worry. Nate's going to take Nate, take us over to that website. I don't know why they didn't upload. I had it on there yesterday, but for some reason, maybe it fell off. I don't know.
So the website itself, it's, as we get through the websites, there's some that are really, really done well. You can tell that they've probably got a little bit more distribution power. They're making a little bit more money. For those of you who are unaware of this brewery, they did start out as a brew pub here locally in Las Vegas on the Strip. They did eventually kind of branch out off the Strip. That started back in 1993.
93.
When 2003 came around, that's when they made it to their actual draft house that was called Big Dogs. So it's been around in Las Vegas for a little while. People are aware of it. I would not call it one of the more popular brewers in Las Vegas, but it does have a following, obviously. And you can kind of go through here. You can take a look at their draft house. Let's see if I can pull that up quickly.
Yeah, mate, see if you can find a picture, because I had an awesome picture of the actual like place. It's like, now if you don't know this about me, my dream house, my dream place, if I can build a house, I don't want like a giant mansion. I don't want like a massive home or whatever. I want a barn house, an old red barn somewhere that, like is built into a house where the bottom floor is just like activities like weightlifting and kung fu and like places where I can exercise. And then up top, you just have one giant floor of just open space. This is my dream. Now, Big Dog, this Big Dog's place is that place. You got to see it. It's really cool. I'm going to try uploading to see if I can't find those photos that I got. But this is a really neat looking place. What do you got there, Nate? Did you find something?
I think I got something for us here quickly. Hold on.
Okay.
This is the Las Vegas Big Dogs Brewing Company. So here we got at least something, right? This is back from, it doesn't even tell you the date, but You can see that this was built in 2004. It gives you a decent little shot of the brewery there. It looks really clean. Looks like what you would expect a brewery to look like. I myself have not been here before.
Really?
Next time Danny comes into town, we'll have to go check out Big Dogs. Looks like a beautiful place. I can definitely sit down there for 3-4 hours and try a few tastings and see what their offerings are like.
Well, Nate, let me take you guys through the tour. If you could bring me back. And this is what I wanted to show you guys. Here is their label. Pretty cool label. I like the label. Definitely lab lover, I think, right? That must be the lab. If we take a look, this is what I was telling you guys before. This thing is, look at this place. Are you kidding me? That place looks like a fun house. Just looks really cool. You have this giant, I don't know what the hell this is. It's not quite a barn, but that's probably the main area. Here's what I'm talking about, the barn, right? If you quarter off right here and you have, this is your living quarters. This is pretty neat. All kinds of you see this little thing right here. This must be like their merchandise shop, but it's all interconnected. Really fun looking place. If we take a look inside this place, they got really cool looking vats. They make a lot of different beers, a lot of different style. So very clean looking. I like how they label their vats. I know that's a weird little thing, but it adds that little touch. I've never seen that in all the pictures. There are these giant copper ones or these silver ones, but they label them. That's pretty cool. If we look at their dining room, that's a neat looking dining room, right? It's a cool looking bar, right? Look at the ceilings on that thing. You got the wood, the trussing beams. Those are pretty cool. I'm not sure if these are operational, but I love this look of the bar. I think it's really nice. I love that they have these longer tables right here. Looks like a comfortable joint. Take a look. This is what I pulled up for food. This is their lobster macaroni and cheese looking thing. Now, Nate doesn't like this kind of stuff. This one, I think looks good. I think this one looks tasty. But here's the thing. I did look at their menu. I looked at their Yelp review foods. I don't know, man. They don't look like they pop out at me and known for food. It's like, I feel like they're
afterthought.
What's that?
Like an afterthought?
Yeah, just kind of like basic bar food, but it didn't even look that stunning either. But could be wrong. We'll have to go investigate next time I'm in Vegas. I just saw plenty of bar in Nashville. Oh, dude. Nashville is insane, Carlos. I hope you had a fun time there. Ship that east. yeah, that's right. Nice, very, very nice vat. A laboratory. I like it. Yeah, so neat place. We'll definitely have to go and check it out, Nate, and investigate it. This is what we're drinking. It's from Big Dog Brewing. It is their craft lager. It's got Vegas dog on it, Elvis dog.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the style in a bit.
It's not too bad. I'm enjoying it a little bit more. Nate, you got to tell us anything about this brewery or anything else?
No, like I said before, started back in 1993. They do have a presence here in Las Vegas. There's quite a burgeoning craft beer scene here in Las Vegas. There's an area of the downtown district in Las Vegas called Beer Mile. And what they're doing is, I think that's where they're erecting a lot of these brew pubs. Like, for instance, I was there about a week and a half ago. Went to a place called Able Baker. There's probably 4 or 5 down there, and I think that's what they're trying to do is promote that as the area for all these brewers to kind of pop up. So that's really exciting. But when it comes to the actual Las Vegas brewing options or craft beer options, Big Dogs, to be honest with you, is probably at the bottom of the list of people that I look for to buy beer.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe that's just because I haven't had enough of it, but this one is not a good start.
To me, honestly, it wasn't a good first sip. I'm enjoying the middle of this beer. Not great. It's what I expected in a lager. When I first sank into it, I don't know if it was mustard and bottled up in a can. Something was off. It definitely tasted sour and skunky. Moving on. I think it's time for everybody's favorite, my favorite, your favorite. What would you rather? All right. Get ready, folks. Guys, we're about to do What Would You Rather. You can tell me now in the comments over there, or you can tell me after the show. Leave me a line so I can respond back to you. So, what would you rather? We're going to go to a place. I'm going to give you a ticket. You can go to one of these 2 places. Which one would you rather go to? All right. Keeping in line with the beers, okay? In line with the beers, would you rather go to this beautiful place in Germany? It is called Dresden. Look at that. Wow. Holy cow. Just beautiful. You got those old school buildings. You got the river flowing through the downtown. Can I see what else they have to offer, Nate? Look at this. Wow. Beautiful. That is their Christmas village.
That's gorgeous.
Isn't that amazing, Nate? I mean, look, I know there's some Danish people here, and Tivoli knocks it out the park. It's the best place in the world for Christmas markets. But when we're looking at that thing is just, I mean, it just looks nice, clean, safe, family, the kind of things that as I grow older, I'm really kind of looking for in life. So Dresden looks like a beautiful place. Or would you rather go to Las Vegas, Nevada? There it is, folks. Sin City. Okay, that is the Strip. Nate lives right around the corner. Okay, take a look.
Literally.
You can go to all those places and go gambling. You can go and take a picture in front of that there sign and have it for the rest of your life. Or you can go over here. Now, look at this. The reason I picked this picture is because I was talking with Nate about it. You have all these buildings, right? And all these casinos and all that. Mind you, you probably only are reading CVS. Okay, CVS really wanted to go big on their sign. But look at that sky. I mean, look at the beautiful sky. And I was talking to Nate. I was just there. I said, well, it's really beautiful about Vegas. Right as the sun's going down, you got your purples. It looks like cotton candy up there. I mean, just really, really beautiful. That part of it is magnificent. Nate's dog, it's a golden doodle. Okay, Nate's dog is a golden doodle. I did not drink when I was in Vegas for many months. Wow, looks cool. All right, so Nate, bring me back, my man. CVS. See, Frank knows what I'm talking about. For me personally, I've been to Vegas a ton of times. I don't necessarily like it. I don't gamble. I don't go on benders anymore and just get slobber knocker drunk. I mean, I do, but it's more in like camping settings, apartments or houses. It's more, just shrunk the amount of people. So Vegas to me doesn't have the appeal as it once did. To be honest with you, it never really did. And the reason it never really does, I don't like being around intoxicated people. If there's more than 5 intoxicated people, it's not fun for me. I don't like screaming wild Vegas. I don't like it. I don't gamble. Okay, now I do like the fight game, and I love that my friend's there, but I'll always be going to Vegas. It's kind of like a third home to me. So I'm going to go ahead and pass on Vegas. I'm going to the Christmas market in Dresden. Nate, what about you?
It's not even close. Of course, I'm going to Germany. Now, to be fair, I don't think Danny has done Vegas in a very long time the way it's meant to be done. So maybe there's a part about that. Every time you come here and visit, we spend 98% of our time in my house. So next time we should probably figure out a way to get to some of these brew pubs so we can see another part of Las Vegas that's not necessarily the Strip. I think you might like it a little bit more.
Yeah, possibly.
But for me, Dresden, get me out of here.
Moving on. Question number 2. Which would you rather? Both these movies are outstanding. Speaking on the topic of Vegas and magic, which one would you rather? Would you rather watch The Illusionist? Okay, Paul Giamatti, Edward Norton, and Jessica Biel. If you've never seen this movie, it is awesome. It's one of the best movies, if not one of the best movies, the best movie about magic. Just a lot of great stuff going on. Takes place about 200 years ago. Phenomenal shots in there, the costumes and stuff like that. But the storyline, the writing, and what happens. I'm not going to tell you what happens. I agree with the drunk and not have to use. Yeah, you guys try the chip. We're going to get to that in a minute, Frank. But yeah, definitely The Illusionist is awesome. Or its counterpart, The Prestige. Okay, this is with Hugh Jackman, Christian Bale, and Michael Caine, Scarlett Johansson, and a little sprinkle of David Bowie in there. All right, another great movie about magic. If you've never seen either one of these, you can't go wrong. It's a tough call, but I mean, you go left, you go right. They're the same type of movie, so you can't go wrong here. if I had to pick one of them, I would go with The Illusionist, just because I'm a huge Paul Giamatti fan. I love Edward Norton and Jessica Biel. That's like my favorite cast of all, So, yeah, for me, The Illusionist. Nate, what about you?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I guess I'm just going to go the Prestige. I've seen them both. I like them both. I don't remember all the details to both the movies. I think they were both probably released and somewhere between 2004 and 2009 is my guess. So I don't know. For me, I would choose the Prestige.
Okay. Jen says The Prestige by a mile. I'm curious whether you didn't like The Illusionist. Cindy, is she saying it number? I'm not really sure what Cindy's means by that.
It's a golden doodle. That's what she was trying to reply.
Oh, okay. It's a golden doodle at Jen's. All right. Going on to question number 3. Sticking with Germany and Vegas, baby. All right. Where would you rather go? I love a good wiener, right? So I've actually been to this place. Nate, hit him with the dirt dog. Oh, man, look at that. Okay. That right there is in Las Vegas. It's a place called Dirt Dogs. Over to the far right, you got something like a taco with cilantro and fried onions. Up the middle, I can't quite think what that is. Off to the left, you have something spicy and hot. Show the other one, Nate. That's the one I want to bring up. That is the Christmas market. We are already there. I've already bought and everything. But look at those hot dogs, right? I've had that one, the bottom left, with the pastrami. I think Nate had the one with the French fry, didn't you? Or you had the
No, I would never get French fries on a hot dog. I had the one in the middle at the bottom.
I mean, they are a beautiful looking sight. I think the top one in the middle is the banh mi, the Vietnamese style. All right. So would you rather have dirt dog from Las Vegas, or we're going back to Germany, one of the famous foods of Germany, the Germany ravioli. Okay. It is pronounced Maltaschen. Okay. Take a look at that. And what it derived from was the monks hundreds of years ago had to go without eating meat. So they made these dough vegetable kind of things, much like a ravioli, much like a dumpling. But over the years, it changed a lot, and they started doing chicken, pork, beef, etc. Nate, can you show another one, a different style? It can be done a different way, where that one's kind of more of a fried glazed, but you can see very different, very delicious. I mean, for me personally, I'm a huge fan of hot dogs. I really, really love hot dog. But going to that place, I don't know. I've been there. I know what it tastes like. I know what it tastes like. I'm trying to take these off. There we go. Can you take me off? I want to talk to the producer over there. When I'm done talking, that means you take the pictures off.
Yeah, there you go. So which one are you doing?
We're working through the kinks, guys. But yeah, so I've been to Dirt Dog. I don't think you need that much on a hot dog. I want to try something new. My favorite food is a ravioli. I'm going to try the Maltaschen. I don't know. The German thing.
Listen, of course, I'm always going to go to the thing that's different and is odd and looks weird. The hot dogs are cool. I think I can do them at home. I'm not sure I can do the Maltaschen at home or Maltaschen. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it looks good. It looks like something that a grandmother made over the stove and worked on it from about 4 a.m. So send me to Germany. Don't give me a Radler. Give me something better, and then give me that food. That's what I would prefer.
Okay. All right, moving on to question number 4. Which would you rather have, or which one do you like better? MICKEYMOUSE? Okay, there he is, Mickey Mouse, all right? Mickey Mouse, or would you rather have my good old buddy from the Peanuts gang, Snoopy? Who do you like better? This one's pretty tough because I like them both, but I'm not in love with both of them. If I had to say one or the other, because there's some really fanaticism going around these two characters. Mickey's got a girlfriend. He's got a gang of friends. Snoopy's kind of a do-your-own thing, a laissez-faire, but he's got a best friend, a little bird. So that's pretty cool. I'm going with Snoopy. Yeah, I'm actually a really big Snoopy fan. Right around Christmas, I love the Mickey Christmas Carol, but I really like Snoopy. Yeah. There you go. Hey, hey, what about you, Mickey or Snoopy?
I don't know. I guess I'll go Mickey, but my favorite character out of them all is the teacher talking in the Peanuts, which is wah 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 wah. I like that. But give me in a one round fight, Snoopy versus Mickey. I think Mickey beats the shit out of Snoopy.
No way, dude.
What are you talking
Well,
about?
I don't know.
Snoopy's always sleeping on top of his house.
He is a
He's gonna
dog.
get rolled up on, dude.
He's a dog, but he's got a massive snout, and it's like right out there for Mickey. Just
Yeah,
pop,
but he's
pop,
like kind
pop.
of like he's a dog, but he's not like an aggressive dog. He's kind of like a
Snoopy's just gonna get
Eeyore.
worse. But it's that big nose, right? And it's out there in front. So yeah, he probably gets worked. All right. Question number 5. What do we got? Comments? All right. Everyone's laughing. Remember this. Hi. Welcome. Buenos tardes. Or buenos dias. Or buenos tardes. I don't know. I don't know which 11 o'clock falls in. But I love Snoopy, says Drunatic. Yeah, I actually like Snoopy a lot too. And I like the Peanuts game. But we're moving on to question number 5. Which would you rather? Would you rather be poor and talented at something, or wealthy and useless at everything? I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? I got this one off the internet. We didn't go disgusting. I felt like it was a funny question. And I'm like, that's a tough one, because there's a lot of people in our society that are pretty wealthy and they're not really talented, and they're pretty useless at a lot of things, if not everything. I mean, yeah, they can wake up, they can put on pants. And then you have people that are out there incredibly poor, but uber talented. And they're talented at a lot of things. Okay, a lot of things. For me, I'm going to go with the poor and talented. And like Frank said, P and T. P and T.
What are you talking about?
I'm going P and T, buddy. I feel.
Are you sure you're going to go poor and talented?
I feel like it provide more joy to me. I'm not really a stuff guy.
You don't need to be a tough guy, but at least you know you have your nut taken care of every day. There's something to be said about knowing that you don't have to worry. Worry is the issue.
Yeah, no, you're right. That is true. I mean, you're making me rethink my question.
Of course, you should be rethinking it. If your option is to have means and be a dingbat, or to have no means and be the smartest dingbat in the room,
I'll take that. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. I'm sorry. We're not talking about smart. We're talking about talented.
You don't have to apologize to me. It's your go.
We're talking about talented. Like I can't see myself with all the riches in the world and then just like having a car, having a house, and not being good at anything, or just kind of going through the motions. I feel like that type of boredom and that type of mediocrity might drive you mad and drive you just wacko. Whereas, like when you meet people that are really poor in other countries, they're very, very happy. They're kind. They're smiling. Okay. I would rather be of this way of living, to be honest. And when I say poor, I don't mean struggling where you can't get by. I mean just not.
So it's not poor then.
Yeah, I mean the poor,
okay.
but like
okay. I thought you said
not dead broke bum on the street.
So not poor.
No, dude. Like like I'm saying, like a lower class. Right?
Oh, all right. Hey, I listen. It's your thing. Poor to me sounds like Tiny Tim, hoping he's going to eat the Christmas goose.
Yeah, I mean
that's poor. Poor is a very specific thing. You have nothing.
He wasn't very. I mean, Tiny Tim's a bad example, but what if Bob Cratchit was super talented and he was on the? He was a.
I'll take Bob Cratchit. He was warm. He was warm on Christmas.
Right. There goes Aquanuts. Not homeless. Jen says there's no nobility in
middle class isn't poor.
Which one would your wife prefer? I'm not married, actually. Strict beer diet. I am not married. I hope to be one day. married with children.
But
Love
I do
banter.
understand your point. You would rather be principled than somebody that has a lot of means and is not so, right?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
get it.
Yeah,
I
I think
understand.
that's the whole question of it. And if you want to, there's nothing wrong with it, but for me, I would rather be able to play the flute and the piano.
Sure.
I say, and talented at everything. Play games. You're talented, dude. You're like, the super talented bum dude.
There you go. So I'm going to choose being rich so I can pay you to tell me how to enjoy that other stuff.
No, okay. Well, it is what would you rather, guys? Thanks for participating. If you could, wait till the video's over and
Hams
drop me
for
down.
all.
Games, bro. Now, let's go back to another comment like Frank was talking about, and that's this Friday's video. This Friday's video is a hoot. Okay, you're going to absolutely love it. If you've liked the white chocolate video, if you liked the gummy berry, and if you like the very noble starving artist, talented actor, yes, something like that, Greg. That sounds about right. If you liked the gummy bear video, you're gonna absolutely love this week's video because yes, Frank, this week's video is the Pocky One Chip Challenge. Okay, this thing blew our minds. Okay, it is so friggin' hot. You're gonna watch me and Nate suffer again for a couple minutes, probably about 3 to 5 minutes. It was increasingly hot every time you drank something, every time you took a sip. It was just insanely hot. Wasn't as bad as the gummy bear. Nate, why don't you go ahead and get full screen and let them know what you think of the Pocky challenge.
So yeah, I don't know. I thought it was pretty brutal. So it's different than the gummy bear. The gummy bear, of course, the rules are different. You're supposed to pop the gummy bear. I think you're supposed to chew it for a minute, and then you cannot have any relief for 5 minutes, which was challenging. This one, because it's a powder and it's not a gummy bear, I feel like it's dispersed more around your mouth and the heat is just way more intense. Now, I didn't feel anything going down the chest. I didn't feel anything in the stomach. When it came to the gummy bear, I felt less in the mouth. I felt way more in the throat and in the chest. And in the stomach, it was just absolutely awful. So it depends on what you're okay with. It depends on what your tolerance is. My tolerance for heat in the mouth is okay, but this one got me. It was hot. It was very uncomfortable, but it didn't give me the belly burn. Now, I think Danny had a different experience where he actually felt it in the stomach, felt it in the chest. That gummy bear thing, I don't recommend anybody ever doing it ever. The Packy chip, you're going to be uncomfortable for 10 minutes. You're going to sweat, but it's doable.
It was hot, man. It was. You're gonna see. I'm gonna sit here and start editing it. I can feel the pain again. But hey, let's go ahead, wind this thing down. Nate, cheers. I want to review the rest of the big dog. Bing.
I drank it. All righty.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's all right. It's I don't know.
All right. The first sip wasn't very impressed with. Grew on me through the middle and the last. I didn't think it was a bad beer. I feel like towards the end of the event, yeah, that's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get a lager, a little bit upgraded lager from what you're going to buy in your 30 packs and your 24 packs. I'm giving it a score of a 3.5.
I'm giving it a 2.0.
2.0, eh?
I don't like it. There's something about it where this doesn't taste like a craft lager to me. It tastes like the bottom of the barrel of a sour that needs to be thrown out. So if you're watching, Big Dog, I apologize. This is not a great craft lager.
Yeah, that's how you, hey, no apology needed. Price, $1.99. Great price, can of beer. Can't go wrong there. I'm going to give it a score of a 3.5.
I'm going to go 3.5. Price was the same here. Can't really argue with it. It's a decent price. I wish it was cheaper because I don't like the beer, but I'm not going to be picky. 3.5.
Yeah, design. Great design. I mean, take a look at this. You got okay. You got the Elvis. He's dressed as a dog. They have the Vegas sign. I like the fonts that they use. I think there's a lot going on in the can. You can get a little convoluted. You really don't know what it is. It's Big Dog Las Vegas Craft Lager. Like, there's a lot of words going on. So for that, I'm going to strike him a little bit. I'm going to give him a 3.5.
I'm going 2.5. I don't like the can. You know, I don't like this. What the hell? I mean, I guess the dog, I get it because of Big Dogs, but I don't know. It looks cheap. It looks like they asked a local elementary school to put together a, you know,
Oh,
a slogan for a beer or an emblem, whatever you want to call this. I don't know. It doesn't really tell me much. I will give it props for this. I like the story. I like it when beers put a story on the can.
yeah.
But again, it's the sticker that I don't like, and this is why I don't like it. Look at this.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's sticking. Pulled the sticker
like
right
that.
off.
I don't like the sticker. You're going
Okay.
cheap. I know why you're doing it. I get it, profitability. I get that. But for me, 2.5, not a big fan of the style.
Wow. All right, that bleeds us right into accessibility. I feel like you're not going to get this beer a lot of places except for Nevada, maybe parts of California and Arizona. So for that, I'm giving the accessibility a score of a 2.0.
2.0 for me too. How can you give it anything other than that? You're going to find it in Las Vegas. You might find it in Barstow. Maybe you find it in Castaic if you're lucky. Somebody brings it on an 18-wheeler. Other than that,
Somebody brings it on an 18-wheeler.
I don't know. Like, there's not. Yeah, the accessibility is not there. It's a local beer.
TMDX factor, the fact that that was given to me, I think that holds some weight. I think that it's cool. I like the way that they have the Big Dog Brewery. It's very common. I don't know how to say it. There's not, when I look at Big Dog Brewery, I see a lot of kitschy kind of looks and weird things.
Yeah.
There's something about this brewery that I don't know what it is. I'm not drawn to it like other breweries. I'm definitely willing to try a lot of their beers. I love that they do this keep memory alive, but overall, I'm not really drawn or don't have any out of my way feelings for it. The TMDX factor is a lower grade at a 2.5.
It's the same for me, 2.5. I'm not feeling it. You know, so the way they started, it feels to me, so there's a difference between a craft brewer that starts on the beer and they perfect the beer and then they start to bring food to the table and pubs to the table, right? This one feels like they just opened up a brew pub one day because they figured out how to make some beer, and they went the other way. They went, let's have a brew pub first, make sure we have all the food available for everybody, and then we'll fine tune the beer as we go. I don't think they ever fine tune the beer. Well, right? So for me, the overall, I mean, the X factor is a 2.5. I don't buy in the brewer. They need to do a better job than slapping stickers on here, having eighth graders give you the design for the can, and having sour craft lager. Sorry, guys, you should have done a better job.
Wow. Oh, damn. He getting cray-cray on the show today. Well, I'll tell you this. The fact that it's right down the street from you and you haven't been there speaks volumes.
Well, overall, maybe I'm missing the point. Maybe I need to go there and I need to see it.
Yeah.
And say, hey, you know what? Actually, I kind of understand what they're trying to do here. It makes a little bit more sense. It could be ignorance on my part.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably a little bit of ignorance on both our part. We're only trying one beer, so we're not knocking the entire brewery. So
right.
You got to understand,
this beer,
we don't know the whole beer, but this particular beer, unfortunately, scored a 15 on the show today. 15, that is below our standard of 16 is our standard. Unfortunately, I thought I would like it a lot more. I just wasn't really too keen on it. Yeah, I don't know. So if anybody else is out there drinking, what the hell? 12.5. Damn.
I'm telling you, I don't like the beer overall. Style be damned, location be damned, X factor be damned. When I drink it,
be damned.
Do you know there's like a new kind of craze with sour coffee? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I didn't. Tell me.
Well, it's a lot of coffee that they're trying to grab a lot of the sour notes of the coffee, right? I feel like this is one of those beers that it's not a sour, it's not a ghost, right? That's not what it is. It's a craft lager, but they've got a sour element to it that just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't flow with what that beer is supposed to be. I also don't like lager beer overall. It's kind of it's
Malty.
a poor man's beer to me.
Okay. Hey, look, that's the score. 15 for me, 12.5 for Nate. Look, all the beers aren't going to be ranging in at 19, 20. We're going to finish out the show, guys, with what are you reading, what are you watching, what are you listening to? I'm about to start this. It is You Can't Win from Jack Black. Okay, this is a really good autobiography about Jack Black. He's a homeless artist, fitting right in there. I'm about to start this book. I'm really looking forward to this because I love all the beatnik poets. I love like Jack Kerouac, stuff like that. It was very, very influential when I first started traveling and stuff like that. So I'm just curious to see where my mindset is by reading something again like this. Looking forward to this one. Nate, what are you reading?
So right now I'm continuing to read The Big Fat Surprise, which I brought up last week,
Cool.
by Nina Teicholz. She really goes through why butter, meat, and cheese is an important part of your diet. She asks very important questions, like the chapter I just went through. Why do we think saturated fat is bad? We've been programmed to believe that. Does fat make you fat? Which is a pretty interesting question when you think about it. And when was actually the low fat diet introduced? This is important reading for anybody that believes in nutrition and what you put into your body. Give it a chance. It's a really good book.
Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds really good. All right, what are you watching? Hey guys, I'm watching Police Story 2, an old Jackie Chan cop movie. Can't go wrong with that. Love it. Love going back and revisiting it. That's what I'm watching. It's action-packed stuff. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But make sure you watch Police Story 1 as well. Nate, what are you watching?
Right now, I'm watching the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. I don't even know the score. I'm pretty sure 3-0 Giants at halftime. It is 3-0 Giants at halftime. So you know what that tells me?
Snooze fest.
Boring football game. So I'm glad I'm on with you guys. I'd much rather be drinking even this terrible sour craft lager than watching the Eagles score 0 points against a terrible Giants team in the first.
He finds a way to bring it back and knock it one time.
Close the loop.
A little disclaimer here, big dog. Nate is a little salty today. All right. No, I'm just messing. Hey, guys, last thing. What are you watching? I'm listening to. I said last thing. What are you watching? I'm listening to video creators. The guy's name is Tim Schmoyer, and he is one of the top YouTube
Talk about him a lot.
strategists. Yeah, so I'm trying really, really hard to figure out what I am doing to make my channel better as I continue to grow. 2022, I want to see massive growth. I'm really giving it everything I got, from investing to learning other tips, strategies, changing some things, doing what I got to do to grow the channel. That's what I'm listening to myself. That's what I'm listening to. I'm really surrounding myself to try to get better at this and be a full-time creator someday. Nate, what are you listening to?
So I'm listening to this right here, if you guys can see it. This is called Dad Rock Essentials. If you have iTunes, get on there. You can subscribe to this. You can add it to your playlist. It's got bands like Wilco, My Morning Jacket, Modest Mouse, Kings of Leon, Pearl Jam. Not all my favorites, but that's pretty much my era, what I grew up in. And I saw this randomly on iTunes, and I thought, I'm a dad.
You are a dad. You can like it. I never heard of those bands you just said.
If you get a chance, even if you're not a dad, even if you're a mom, give it a shot.
Nice. All right, here we go, guys. This is the quote of the week, of the day, something to ponder. I really want you guys to kind of take this one in, because this one, I've seen this before. I've heard it before. It's said a few different ways, but a recent basketball player was wearing a hoodie with this slogan on the back. His name was Kobe White from the Chicago Bulls. But the slogan and the thing is like this. I don't know what you call this, a quote, a mantra, a saying, or whatever. But it said, it costs $0 to be a nice person. That's it. That's the quote. That's the quote of the week. Doesn't take much to figure out. And that's just it, man. It's like, it doesn't take anything to be a nice person. Okay, just put yourself out there. Be kind to others. I know it's so cliche to say, but it's so true. You don't need the money to be nice to somebody. You don't need money to be nice inside. So much of what we're living in today, especially as Americans, is just a barrage of overall hate every single day, from social media to the internet to people in your circles, to people outside your circles, to people when you're driving. It's just the insurmountable pressure that is building. This fucking thing is going to boil over and explode. The levee is going to break. And if you start with yourself and you say, "Oh, well, I don't have this and I don't have that and I don't have much." Me personally, I don't have much. But then I look at the other side, I'm like, yeah, I have a lot. I have good friends, I have a good family, I have a nice apartment, I have a nice truck, whatever, I got a great job, all this kind of thing. You probably, if you start breaking it down, you're probably going to realize you have a lot. But what this particular quote is saying is it costs $0. You don't need all that thing. You don't need material things. Everyone thinks you need material and money to start stuff. You don't need anything to be a nice person. So whether you're in Denmark, whether you're in Cleveland, whether you're in Algeria, or whether you're in the Yukon, doesn't matter where you are. Be a nice person. It costs $0. I hope that you enjoyed this quote of the week. Nate, how you doing? I get so
Good.
I get so pumped up.
Yeah, I can tell. It's a good quote. You're right. You make a conscious decision when you are dealing with people, and you make that decision to be a nice person or to be a cynical person or to be a mean person, and you impact those people's days. So I appreciate your mindset and agree with you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. All right, moving on, guys. Look, go ahead. I'm going to put my email up there one more time. It is DannySaleh@yahoo.com. All right, yahoo.com. Same email since 94. All right. Thank you, Greg. There is my email. If you guys want, you go hop on. We'll do this. Let's say it's 11:26. Now, there might be a little glitch. There might be something going on, but that's what we're here to help out. That's what we're here to figure out. We're going to be doing a private room at 11:45. So please send me your email right now. I'll send you the link. You have to sign up for it. It's called You Explain It, okay? You Explain It. You have to sign up and make an account. It's not hard. It's just your whatever, your basic, make a password and a username. And then you'll click on the link that I send you, and you'll enter the room, and we'll have one more beer. I'm going to have a Budweiser. What the hell? It'll be a private room. We'll see. We're going to try this out for a week or two, see how it works, see if people like it, see if we can grow it. But yeah, hope to see you there. I know Drunatic sent me her email. Frank is going to be there. If anybody else would want to join us, please email me right now, your email, and I'll put you on the list, and we'll get you started. But this is today's beer, the Bitburger Lemon Radler. It got a score of a 19. And this one, the Big Dog Brewing, got a craft lager of 15 for me. So hope to see you there. Nate, do you have any closing words?
I don't. You did a great job, man. Can't wait to see everybody next week.
Yeah, thank you. As always, it was always a pleasure. I'm not sure if you're going to hop in the room with us or if you got something to do. But if I see you there, great. If I don't, I hope that you and Cindy and Anderson have a great day. Thank you, everyone, for today's show. Thank you so much for being here, supporting our channel week in, week out. It starts with, 10, 15, 20, 45, 100, 2,000, 5 million. All right. So remember where you're at, and we will never forget it. So thank you so much. Nate, any closing words?
Nope. Take you home, buddy.
Time to go. Time to do another beer with you. I'll see you in 15. Thanks, guys. Goodbye. I'm Travel Man Dan. That's Nate. And remember, it's a big world out there. Picture, you see every bit of it? The little finger thing. Yeah.